Oh, hi, bakers. I was having a tough day. I'm doing better with not having the spontaneous panic attacks, but just if I am kind of alone and not busy for a while, then I kind of, I guess, have a flashback of what happened and start not being able to breathe very well. And I was on my way home and I called the hubs and he kind of talked me down. And then I came home and came upstairs and checked my phone, and what do you know, Miss Jules, hosting the Exposed. Now that she's at the driver's, she's at the wheel. Had done the Lardo dancing videos, and it just lifted my mood so much. So I just want to thank you for that, Jules. I really needed that laugh, and I just I don't know why she thinks that she's such a hot dancer. But, she talks about her hot dancing on the cruise ships with her mother. And, and she would dance all night, and she'd go and shove Burp into the cabin and make sure that Carol was there so that he wouldn't escape. And she'd go out and she'd dance in the moonlight with those big buck teeth out in the moonlight and just closing the clubs down. She would just dance, dance, dance. And supposedly, that's the way the legend goes, is that that's where Goonie saw her. Goonie was a waiter there. And, oh no, wait. Goonie was just the waiter. It was some band member, I think, that dick slapped her. Yeah, that's how it was. Because, she talks about how she's on the dance floor. She's just owning it. And every man in there and every married man wants her. And just every man sees her dancing in that manner. And just, they want a piece. And I don't know if it's that wafting ass odor movement that she does, but it is just crazy. And then I, I mean, honestly, I, I can't imagine living underneath her. Okay. And that dancing just, like I say, just imagine living under that and just hearing this. I mean, I don't, I can't even imagine. I mean, ultimately, they probably cannot rent out the unit below her or beside her on either side. You know that there's just too many complaints, and if they address her, then oh, that's a threat to her. It's a hater and she needs to get a handgun. So here's the thing I don't get, because she's in this dance class, and I've seen this before, and she's like dancing, and part of the video pans out and shows that there are other people in this classroom. Okay, but how does she have that much room? I mean, what? Just her crazy dancing and owning the room? Everybody else just pieced out and moved to the other side? Or does she pull her normal crap of, I'm going to vlog it. I want to show my progress. I want to advertise this dance class so that all my friends will come to you. I mean, that it's like some silver sneakers dance class at the Y or something that she was taking. And I mean, because she literally was taking up half the freaking classroom by herself. And like in one shot, there was another dancer, and they just got out of the shot. And so what do? They just, does it just happen normally? Like she's in a class and people don't want to be by her because she's taken up all of the area, and then she just takes advantage of that and says, I want to vlog. I want to put this up on the YouTube. Or does it happen where she comes in there obnoxious as fuck all the time and is like, I'm going to put this on the YouTube. I'm going to put this on the live. Does anybody else want to be on? And most normal people are like, no, I don't want to be on a random video on the World Wide Web dancing because I'm taking a class because I suck. But no, she thinks she's a great dancer. Now, watching this amount of movement in her, I'm impressed. I can't move that well. I mean, and if you asked any fibromyalgia sufferer if they could do what, I mean, I'm not, basically it's flailing. She's not dancing, it's some kind of flailing. But if you could flail for like 10 minutes like that, activating each part of your body, I mean, she got that big ass moving. And those wafty arm fart movements and everything. I mean, like I say, I mean, it just proves that she doesn't have fibromyalgia. She doesn't have anything wrong with her other than the fact she's a lazy fucking slob. But anyway, thanks, Jules, for that. Now, as I was bathing today, I was listening to the Thousand Pound Sisters video, and for some reason, Lardo's videos come up right after the Thousand Pound Sisters. They're all in the same feed because I'm not subscribed to her. I'm not sub to LBL, and so it YouTube picks itself, and it's like some really bad Easter egg hunt that comes up on my videos while I'm trying to bathe, and it pulls up her old videos and like ones that I've not seen. So this one was her and some chick named Gina, I think. Gina. And it was when Burke was very, very, very little. And they were in Florida. Now, I don't know if she was on the cruise ship and she ported somewhere in Florida or how this happened and she met a subscriber or a fan. But anyway, so she's talking to this Gina chick, right? And just like she uses the same dance moves no matter the song, she has the same conversation points no matter what the other person says. It's like she's got this dialogue in her head, does not care what anybody says or does. It's got to be about her hair, her nails, her skin, and what she's wanting to eat or drink, and if she can pretend or be drunk. So this poor Gina woman seemed to be trying to have normal adult conversation and whatnot, and Lardo would just not reciprocate anything about the conversation. She'd just be like, "Oh yeah," and people are asking about my nails and my toenails and oh Lisa, you know, she put her toes on there and she got hell, you know, like her and LLT1, you know, are just chums, you know, and then it goes from nails to hair, and then she was talking about her gays, her guys, and then she like totally puts one of the guys on blast, Columbo or something, and says that, you know, he screwed up her hair. So she brought in a wig so that she could put on a wig because he screwed up her hair so bad. And then she asked him to cut some baby hairs into the wig, and he just went chop chop. And so she, you know, her mom is like, "Does he know what he is doing?" And she goes, "Oh yeah, he knows what she knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing, but he's just high all the time." Like what? This was a time when she was friends with this person, and she just freaking says that. Crazy. So this poor woman continues, you know, to try and have good conversation, and then it turns into, you know, Lardo's like, "Oh well, you know what, I want a drink, you know, but this Long Island iced tea. Oh, yeah, I think they made it with cola because that's how they made it brown." And then the Gina's like, "No, I think cranberry juice or something like that, you know, some weird thing where Lardo didn't think that she could drink this Long Island iced tea anymore. So then she wanted to slob onto her friend's beer. And then she's like, "Oh, but I can't have the bubbles. You know, the bubbles. I can't have the bubbles because I have a teeny weeny stomach now. So I can't have the bubbles. But why don't I just take a drink of your beer and see if I can do it? Oh, but is beer carbonated?" She's like, "What, you know?" And so then she goes and I think takes like 2 more drinks of her Long Island iced tea and then decides she's drunk. And proceeds to say that she's taken 3 drinks, like 3 gulps, and it's made her drunk. And so she starts laughing obnoxiously, saying that's her obnoxious drunk laugh. And the poor Gina woman is like, "No, you're not drunk." She's like, "Yeah, I am. And Burke's drunk too. Burke's drunk too because yeah, he had sugar and cake. So Burr gets drunk too, loud enough for other people to hear. And this Gina's chick is like, he's not drunk, don't say that. And then this Gina hit the red button. She hit the one. She hit the one. She said to LBL, she said, you're burning on your face. Do you need some more sunscreen? And oh, that's it. And then Laura said, no, I don't put sunscreen on my face. That's why I'm old and wrinkly. And everybody says I'm old and wrinkly. I don't put sunscreen on my face. And the Gina's like, no, you need to put sunscreen on. She was like, oh, I already did. I'll put some on my forehead. I'll put some on my, oh yeah, it's 25 proof. Like, no. It's like she hates sunscreen almost as much as she hates Jesus. And see, I think I was right at, I think, 19 when I found out that you really need sunscreen, because I was spring skiing, and I had not been spring skiing, and I didn't know you needed to put sunscreen on. Why would I need sunscreen? I mean, it was like 50 degrees, Mount Bachelor, 50 degrees. Why would I think sunscreen, right? I was young and stupid. Well, this nice lady sees me and says that she could tell that my face was starting to burn and I needed sunscreen. I'm like, what the hell would I need sunscreen for, ma'am? And she's like, here, I have some, put some on. And so it's like and then, she put some on my hand and then she walked away. And so just to humor her, I just put some on my face. Well, I ended up putting on like a slather, like, half my face. Well, I freaking burned on the side of my face that I didn't put the sunscreen on. And we are talking like bad burn, like blister ass burns. So I look like the freaking Phantom of the Opera, which, might not be as bad as it could be, except for the damn fact that I was starting a new job right on the day that I returned from my vacation, which was 2 days later. So I start this new job, and I mean, they're just looking at me like, oh, it's we have a nice coworker with facial disfiguration. It's like, because they didn't know I had this whole blistered side of my face, and one that is not blistered at all, and it was just terrible. But as the sunburn went down and stuff, and people saw that was not my normal face, then they were more comfortable to ask about it, and they're like, oh, so you didn't suffer a burn, like you weren't scalded as a child? And no, it was a sunburn. I was skiing and I'm an idiot. So I don't really know why it doesn't happen to LBL's face. I don't know. Maybe it's just her skin's too leathery, maybe, because she exfoliates with sandpaper. So anyway, she's going on and on. And going on and on about her hair and her nails and her swimsuit, and then her being drunk and everything. And this other person is, just trying to talk, make polite conversation. And then she says to the friend, she goes, oh, you look like a golden retriever in the best sense of the word. Like, you look like a golden retriever. And then that's it. Screech, mic drop. This video cut. I don't know if the other person up and clobbered her. I don't know if the person walked off. I don't know. I don't know what happened. But that video was just done. Like, you do not tell somebody that they look like a fucking golden retriever. I mean, and it's like I say, it's just the way that she talked to Maria, the turtle woman Maria. She does the same way. It was hair, nails. What's she wearing? Can she be drunk? Can she get drunk? Can she be obnoxious? And just no reciprocity in the conversation. It's so bizarre. Well, then it cut into this modern video. And as I looked back on the screen, I had to go and see what the hell she went to, because she was at a vendor fair, and I thought it was from the last time she went to the vendor fair. Once again, she goes into the vendor fair, goes in, is totally obnoxious, goes up to these vendors, who were up at the crack of dawn, bring their stuff, haul all this shit in, do everything they can, trying to make a sale. And here she is obnoxiously touching everything, manhandling everything. And then putting it down and saying to these people that she's filming them so that her friends will all come in. She's filming them so that it'll tell her friends where to go. Well, this Asian man called her paparazzi. she's like, I'm filming and for my friends to come, and he said, oh, paparazzi. And she's like, he called me a paparazzi. But it was just hilarious. So then she clomps out. She clomps out of the place. She's like, oh, just a terrible vendor fair. It had nothing. All it was doing was it was just doctor's offices and dentist offices. So then I look back and it's like, okay, it's this women's health expo. So of course it's gonna have local doctors, probably women's health doctors and dentists and whatnot, trying to earn the business of women in the area. Well, I don't think she's fully identifying as a woman at this point because that didn't click to her. And I mean, she's just so obnoxiously rude. I don't even know. But, so, like I say, I don't know how these videos come up, like, and how they come up new and old and whatnot, but they are just, like I say, if you look at the all of the bizarre behavior, it's just like, why does she think that she needs to be on camera? And who does she think needs to hear? And, if you are a person that is asking her about how to achieve the look that she is, I don't, modeling, can we say maybe? Looking like? I don't know. Because, her video for the makeup, that she did in her hair, she keeps saying that, it's, highly requested. And I would just like to know. I mean, just please put some comments below if you are these people that are asking her. Like, if you were like, Lori Beth, how do you get your hair to do that? Lori Beth, how do you do your makeup? Yeah, I wanna look just like you. Can you just drop me a line? Just drop me a line and say hi. I'm one of the many that just learns all of my beauty hacks from Lori Beth. Just, let me know a little bit about yourself, because I don't believe anybody would. I honestly do not believe anybody would ever, ever message her and say, wow, how did you do that? How do you make your hair do that? It might be like, what did you do to your hair? How did it end up like that? I could see that. And I could see her reverse dialogue make it into something it isn't. But I don't know. Anyway, thanks again, Jules, for the laughs, and thank you all for the love and support you continue to give me. I'm sorry that I'm just not as entertaining lately. I'm still learning to put one foot in front of the other, and I'm keeping up on the laundry, and I'm bathing this week, so that's huge improvements. So, yeah, it is what it is. So once again, thanks for the love and thanks for the laughs. And like I say, if you're one of those people who is requesting, just let me know. I'd like to know how many people are doing this. Okay. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you. Bye-bye.